Breathless here every day, same. This is just so fun. It's giving camp in the best way. Hello, Claire Bears. This is LC. Welcome to my channel. If you are new and if you are returning, welcome back. Y'all, I fear I am not ready for today's reaction, which is to ATEEZ's newest album, the WORLD EP.2 Outlaw. If I had a cowboy hat, I would be wearing one for this reaction because ATEEZ seems to be leaving their pirate era and entering their cowboy era. That being said, I have seen very, very little leading up to this comeback, and intentionally so. I've avoided the trailer, I've avoided teasers. I feel like this was the hardest comeback for me yet to not engage with any of that content so that I would go into today's reaction as unspoiled as possible, but we are finally here. So I'm going to start by reacting to the trailer of the album as well as the Bouncy music video and all the rest of the tracks on the album. So I'm so excited. I've been waiting all day to film this, so let's get into it. But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel. For today's beverage of the day, I have my handy dandy tumbler of water. I'm firmly in my water era with just a little hint of Crystal Light. This is 3 cups of water with half a pack of Crystal Light. I don't know how those water talk girlies can put pumps and pumps of syrup and packets of all of those crystal drink thingies. Like, not gonna stop them, but I'm certainly not doing anything like that anytime soon. Oh, because even like half a pack of this is sweet because you're supposed to put a whole pack in 2 cups and this is half a pack in 3 cups. But anyways, you're not here to hear me talk about water. Let's get into our first video, which is the WORLD EP.2 Outlaw official trailer. The album trailers are always incredibly epic and I'm excited to see what I decide to hyperfixate on this time. Last time it was the Canadian phone booths.
Flashback.
Look at the change. There's a beaver, there's a moose, there's a loon.
End of flashback.
But aside from what my hyperfixation is going to be, I'm also excited to see how this picks up on the lore and where we left off from EP1. So let's watch. This intro just gets me hyped every time. Oops. 6 months on standby for this entry operation. Ooh. Very cyberpunky. Oh, Prestige Academy. Bluebird. The references. Each one of us has been waiting in separate hideouts. Oh my gosh, the goat. Makes sense, you know. ATEEZ being the goat. Oh my gosh. This whole operation that's going on. It somehow feels like both back in time and in the future at the same time with Chili Peppers. Let's bounce. Time to move in? I think it's time. That little smirk. Oh, that was very like Tron-y. Huh. This is such an interesting kind of diversion from the previous concept because, you know, they're implying that it's been 6 months since where we last left off. And it seems like we've got some different track names here. We've got Dune, we've got Wake Up. Looks like that says This World. But yes, this super cool futuristic building appears to be the Prestige Academy. And what I'm also wondering is who initiated this delivery? Like, is there a higher up of some kind who is issuing these orders and ATEEZ is kind of carrying them out, or are they the ones issuing the order, because you know at the end it's obvious that Yosong was the delivery driver. Also, I just noticed that this says 1999-06-15, which was literally yesterday, so that's Yosong's birthday. And then they get on their motorbikes and ride off into the night. So where are they going? What are they gonna do? I am excited to find out. So let's dive right into our first song here, which is This World, as opposed to New World from EP1. And it's interesting that we don't have an intro track for this album. I suppose that it's because we are in the middle of the World series and we will just get an outro in the final installment. But how we're going to do this is we're going to watch all of these individual operation videos, because I don't know if these are relevant to the lore or if they just serve as a bit of a teaser for the song. But we're going to watch them all, and then we're going to watch a lyric video for the song. And for this one, we have Songhwa and Yosong. So they have ridden off into the night. What are they going to do now? Let's watch. Ooh. This is intense. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love how in this world peppers seem to somehow be like currency, because I was expecting when they opened that to be like a bunch of money or something, but instead they were just like, yes, peppers. So what do the peppers mean? And the song was so intense and felt very fitting for this cyberpunk type of world that they've established 6 months from where we left off. So I'm not gonna wait any longer. I'm very excited to get into our first song here, This World. It's very like disorienting. Ooh. This feels very space opera-y. Holy cow. Ooh. Huh. I like the vocals over the shouting. Ooh. Was that from the intro propaganda last album? This is confusing, yes. Oh. Oh my gosh, I'm not absorbing any of these lyrics. I'm gonna have to come back. Ooh. The song really does feel like their mobilization song of like getting ready. Oh. Holy cow. They're really like, boom, starting this album with a bang. Ooh, who was that in the background there? I really want to know who was doing those backing vocals. Huh. That was so freaking interesting. This kind of felt like cyberpunk meets New World from the previous album, and even a bit of Daft Punk Tron thrown in there, which, you know, feels fitting considering those motorbikes that took off at the end of the trailer. But it does feel like kind of a heel turn from last album, where now they're saying the truth is in the darkness. Like, come close your eyes. Now can't you see the truth? Gain darkness, you need the darkness. They're like embracing it now. And man, I miss their like poetic lyrics. The bare face of the truth is shaking and testing me. And it feels kind of like the start of their villain era, because it's almost like they're saying you need to embrace darkness to defeat darkness. Like, what can you sacrifice? Can you throw everything away? And then it's interesting that I was saying before that there was no intro to this album, when the first song on this album directly references the intro from the previous album. So that was clever. And then Hongjoong's first rap here is really addressing that blurring of the lines between when you embrace darkness to defeat darkness, like which side are you really on? The guard is the blurred line, and the devil, to be honest, I'm not sure, hell or heaven. And I love this. Human nature is exposed in the ugliness, no more distinction between good and bad. I have to say, I would be 100% here for ATEEZ in their villain era. It's kind of reminding me of Don't Stop, and I really loved the concept for that music video, so I would like to see it. And I really need to go back and listen to that second Hongjoong and Mingi rap, where at the start, I know he did something similar in the reel, but it really reminded me of Mamamoo, because they do a lot of like vocal fry elements in their songs, like "Aya." So that instantly made my heart happy. But yeah, let's listen one more time.
We're still in the dark, do you feel alive? 느려지는 mind, 내가 날 느끼잖아. Now it's time to fight, take back my life. 난 내가 되는 날, 나를 맞춰.
He's becoming himself in the darkness. This line, inside resentment, sorrow is born. I think that's sorrow is born. And just with the intensity of the rap, it's clear that they're just warring with so many feelings like swirling around in their head that embracing the darkness has like unleashed. But this first song just really packed a punch to get us going. The vocals, the intensity, the raps, the lyrics. I was truly not prepared. And I can't wait to see how they follow this up with Dune, which I have not read the book or seen the movie. And I feel like it must be tied because, you know, cowboys, desert, and then, you know, it being a science fiction type of story. So Dune is set in the distant future amidst a feudal interstellar society in which various noble houses control planetary fiefs. While the planet is an inhospitable and sparsely populated desert wasteland, it is the only source of melange or spice. Peppers? Spice? Is that what that's referencing? A drug that extends life and enhances mental abilities. Ooh. Melange is also necessary for space navigation, which requires a kind of multidimensional awareness and foresight that only the drug provides. As melange can only be produced on Arrakis, control of the planet is a coveted and dangerous undertaking. The story explores the multi-layered interactions of politics, religion, ecology, technology, and human emotion as the factions of the Empire confront each other in a struggle for the control of Arrakis and its spice. Again, I have not listened to the song yet and have any idea if they're linked at all, but if it is, that does make the peppers make sense. So first, let's watch the Operation video featuring Hongjoong and Mingi, our rappers, and then we'll listen to Dune. Speaking of which, I have been saying forever, like a year now, which for some reason in my head also means forever, that they should do subunits. And if not subunits, solos. I would love that. I would love a Hongjoong Mingi subunit. So I'm manifesting that. I'm manifesting that for World EP.2. But for now, let's listen to Dune.
Broken lights of panic.
Huh. The goat. Ugh. This is kind of giving me gorilla. Sunghwa is just killing it with the vocals so far. Or at least I think that was Sunghwa.
It wasn't.
But I love that he just has a pepper in his mouth where you might expect like a cigarette. And then I just love this visual of having a goat next to the goat, in my opinion, being a Hongjung bias. And then, you know, Minky seeing that he's wanted here. Oh, he's wanted. And then after that, just getting ready to take some bitches out. They're doing such a good job with these videos of building up the anticipation. It almost makes me feel kind of glad that I didn't watch these before, because I feel like I would have been even more impatient. But speaking of impatience, I'm just gonna get right into the song. So let's listen and find out if those vocals were Sunghwa. The holla holla. Ooh. Okay, so it was Sam. Ugh, beautiful. What? Excuse me, Yosong. Breathless here every day, same. Oh my gosh. I like that instrumental. Again, it's giving me gorilla. Ugh, I can't get over this. So good. How could he do this to us, honestly? Who should I blame? I blame you, Yosong, for just wrecking me so hard. The fingertips of despair seduce me. Oh. I can't either. They have just been like at 100 so far. They somehow keep bringing up the intensity when they're already starting at 100. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that was, holy cow, I feel like My heart was just racing that whole time. And again, I blame Yo Song because, you know, no regard for our mental health or well-being. And what I'm really loving about these first two songs so far is it feels like they're bringing in so many different elements from their discography, but this still feels distinctly new. There were parts where I was getting Gorilla, there were parts where I was getting Thanks, but this doesn't feel like a copy of either song. It just feels like it has elements of both of those songs. And then lyrically, kind of a different vibe from the last song because they were so hyped. And now it seems like right off the bat, the desire of my eyes is gone and struggling so hard to get up somehow. How did they get knocked down so quickly? And I have to listen to this Sand part again because their vocals have just come so far. Jungho has always and will always slay vocally, but like he needs to watch his back. Cause listen to this. Like unreal. So maybe it's that they, you know, underestimated the power of the darkness that has just completely swallowed them whole. And Hongju's kind of like begging to escape. In the deep place, it disappears. It's risky. Will I be able to remember, even with the shriek of my desperation? Could they lose themselves in this process? While the fingertips... Oh, just poked myself in the eye. The fingertips of despair seduce me. Like, I love that line so much. And as much as I'm trying to tie back the lyrics to the lore, I feel like it's still a really relatable topic for probably a lot of ATEEZ, because in a lot of ways what they're describing is like depression and not being able to escape it or understand why it's affecting you, and there's kind of nothing you can do about it. Those fingertips of despair just take over, as if I could run away, but you can't. It's a really, really difficult feeling that I imagine so many ATEEZ are struggling with and could understand the feeling that the song is describing. So I hope that it's something they can escape, and I hope they will when we get to our next song, which is Bouncy, or K-Hot Chili Peppers. Back in my early 20s, like 10 years ago, I thought that was so cool because I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they're literally like one of the most popular bands on earth. But Give It Away will always and forever slap. So with Bouncy, K-Hot Chili Peppers, are we gonna get some spiciness? Are we going to get some ass shaking? Definitely ass shaking from me at a minimum. I'm excited to see what we get here from Bouncy, so let's listen. Oh shit. Yeah, doesn't this give Don't Stop to you? Oh, the grills. Ooh. Oh my gosh, there's so much happening. Yeah, I'm getting that. Ooh. This groove though. Oh, they need to have their parrot, of course. Ooh, first fix on. Did he just take them all out? Ooh, I like that. Those lyrics. Ooh. It's a vibe snatch. Oh my gosh, the giant heads. Oh. This like helium voice is sending me. Ooh. Yeah, I very briefly saw those white outfits and had to yeet away. Ooh.
If you wanna know how, I can show you right now.
Ooh. This is just so fun. Like, oh my goodness, what a romp that was. Oh, there's more. Is this our preview for next album? Ooh, what's that symbol? Interesting. And it seems like they're really indulging in everything that this world has to offer and living out like a rebel lifestyle in every sense of the word. Whether you're like an underground fighter or you're a motorcycle rider, motorcyclist, is that a thing? Biker, I think it's the word I was looking for. And I'm trying to think back to ATEEZ's discography of when they've done a title track like this that's kind of like a party song more than anything, and I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, even if there is one that you can think of, I feel like these types of tracks for ATEEZ are few and far between, of just like pure ass shakery, and it's kind of a fun breakup between all the intensity that we've gotten on this album so far. Like, I really enjoyed all the Woosan segments. And I love that even though Wooyoung isn't fighting, he has his own like head here. And I don't know why for me, but for some reason Wooyoung was the star of this. He was just such a ham with the money and hyping up San. He wins MVP of this music video for me. But I would be excited to see a dance practice of this video because I feel like there was just so much happening that I didn't get a good sense of the choreography. There were little bits and pieces of it, like the motorcycle thing and the pepper thing. Those moves are really well suited for, you know, TikTok. But like I said during the reaction, this line takes the cake for me for the song in terms of the best. Where you're from, where you are, your age, religion, and even country. No boundaries, all of it. It doesn't matter. Shake it until shake it until you're about to overheat. Oh my gosh, iconic. Challenge accepted, Mingi. And it's funny because I was joking when I said that Mingi was about to prepare to take some bitches out, but no, he took some bitches out. But then at the end, we see this symbol here on the posters, and I'm kind of annoyed that I have to wait until next comeback to figure out what it means, unless someone has already pieced this together. If so, definitely let me know. But yeah, this was fun. This was silly. Not what I was expecting in terms of a title track. They really dialed it up here. So let's get into our next song here, Django. So does this mean that they are unchained? If they were referencing Dune and Tron in the trailer, and now Django, like lots of pop culture references, but I don't know if this would be referencing Django Unchained or if this would be referencing Django the Western, which earned a reputation as one of the most violent films ever made at the time and was subsequently refused a certificate in the United Kingdom until 1993 and is widely regarded as one of the best films of the spaghetti Western genre. So let's go with Django. That was an accident. Outlaw Customs. Those grills. Ooh, I feel like we're getting a lot of different genre influences in the album so far, where that really felt like early 2000s pop. Like, it reminded me of The Call by the Backstreet Boys. And I am not complaining because I love the Backstreet Boys. I still listen to a lot of their music to this day. So this kind of excites me that it sounds like there's this early 2000s pop influence in Django. So let's listen to the full version now. See, doesn't this sound like... Ooh. Early 2000s pop. Ooh. There's a little bit of whimsy to this song. Yeah, I don't know why this is reminding me so much of The Call. Ooh. Yeah, I like this little flourish in the back. I love it. Django, Django. Ooh. Oh, those background vocals. Ooh. Oh. Oh my gosh. All you know biases, are you okay? Oh my goodness. Wow, it's so interesting that these first two songs feel so different than the next two songs. The first two are really intense and we're all about this darkness. And then these next two songs are kind of like campy. I don't know if that's the right word to describe it, but I don't know. It's just like, it's giving camp in the best way. Like, it seems like they're taking themselves way less seriously in Bouncy and Django. Kind of like Jungho said, because I just live today, don't care about a thing, call me Django. And they're just living it up as cowboys. But at the same time, there's lines like, appear like an underdog, Django will untie the leash and bite and eat you. And then I'm not okay, time's up, run away or die. The stakes went from like 0 to 100 real quick. We talked about a Ropline subunit earlier. I feel like now after this song, I need a voice deeper than my soul subunit featuring Yeosang and Yoonho, because like this Yoonho part, and Django yell, get out of every way. There's no tomorrow, it's me, outlaw of the dusk. And then the hands up. And you know, Mingi proved earlier that he's not all talk and no action. So I would take that threat seriously. This is just such a different vibe for ATEEZ for some reason. I don't know. So that makes me excited to see what our last two songs are going to be like, because you had the first two songs and the next two songs be completely different. So I wonder how the last two songs are gonna close it out. So we have Wake Up next with Yoonho and Jungho, and I'm curious to see more of them, our cops here, or if they are actually cops and are just pretending to be cops. Maybe we'll find out in this short clip. So let's watch and listen to the first couple of bits of Wake Up. Is that old school Nintendo? Ooh. Outlaw customers. Wow. So is this like a bootleg cop car that they have, or are they like undercover cops? I need to know the deal with Tuho here, because I still don't know. But I liked what we heard from this song. It sounds like we're kind of going back to what the first couple of songs sounded like, but I'm excited now to hear the full version of this. So let's listen. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Ooh. My gosh. Santa's just been killing it vocally. That was Wooyoung? Ooh. Oh, this part makes me think of the end of the chorus in Gorilla. Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh, that rap. Ooh. All these like layered vocals are so amazing. Sounds like vocodery almost. I would love to hear him sing that live. Holy cow. With this song, it feels like the fun and games from Bouncy and DJANGO are over, and they're back to saving the world, because Wake Up feels like it's referencing waking somebody up to the reality of what's going on around them. Like from the very beginning of "Do you hear my voice? I'll set you free. Follow me, then you'll see. Got no one to blame, but I know that you're in pain. Locked in an illusion, tied up in lies." ATEEZ has been enlightened, and they are enlightening us. "In your unconsciousness, I regain my voice." You know, like if you're with someone that you really care about and that person is panicking, you will feel like strangely calm, because that's what that person needs, is for you to be calm and to be there for them. And it's like instinct in your body that takes over to be the calm that that person needs. This is what this song is kind of reminding me of, and ATEEZ being what the world needs. But I need to go back to that rap from Jung, because like, oh my goodness. So good. You can feel, based on the speed and the intensity of the rap, that he's really feeling this possession and losing of thoughts. And it's not until you give into this feeling that you will know if you are who you think you are. And it feels reassuring towards the end of the song, where Jongho says, "In the darkness, in the maze, I won't let you go." Like, despite navigating this scary new reality that you've been made aware of, like, we will be there for you. We will take you to that place you've never seen. So yeah, really enjoyed this one, especially those almost like ethereal yet robotic vocals during the chorus, where Hangjung's possession was kind of like the brr kind, but then during the chorus it was more of the like floating in space, floating in a dream kind. So yeah, lots of fun. And now I'm kind of sad that we're at our last song here, which is Outlaw, and we have our last little trailer, which is from San and Wooyoung hanging out in their little trailer. But I have to say, with this comeback, like, they are really just fanning the Ulsan flames. Do I have a problem with that? No, I'm just, pointing it out. So let's get to our last song on this album, which is Outlaw. I love how Wooyoung seemingly like run San's life, but sounds like we're going to go out of Outlaw with a bang. It sounded like we had some great Jongho vocals on here. We had some nice Yeosang vocals that I heard. So let's see how we close it out with Outlaw. Ooh, that beat. Phobia is attached to my name. Oh my gosh. Those deep vocals get me every time. Ooh. Yeah, they've all just stepped it up vocally. See, I had thought that Songhwa was Yeosang. Ooh. The Sector 1 reference. Ooh. Don't wake up the monster. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
it, give me that, give me hit it bang, run it bang. I'm a better way, never better play. It's a bang, do the gunshot.
I knew they were gonna go out with a bang here. Literally. Yeah, see, I am ready for the subunits. I'm ready for the solo songs. Like, their voices are also good. I love the beats in this song. Ooh. Oh. Oh. What? Oh my goodness. That just like completely shifted gears. I feel like I'm shaking my butt to this more than I was for Bouncy. Oh my goodness, wow. What a way to end this album. What an album, period. I feel like this is so different from anything that ATEEZ has put out before. It felt a bit more cheeky than what I'm used to from ATEEZ, which I'm like really loving. And I think it's going to rival FML from 17 in terms of my favorite album of the year so far. And I felt like very intimidated by them in Outlaw. Like just Hongjoong's line of phobia is attached to my name. I was born with this. I'm sorry because it's nasty. You're gonna see your terrifier. The feelings are coming. I'm going to find you. Like, oh. And that like don't wake up the monster inside me. This makes me really excited for EP3 because in a way, like storyline wise, this felt like a sequel in a series, which it very much is, but storyline wise, it kind of feels like it's setting up something bigger, where it's setting up some kind of confrontation, because we got that tease of the academy, but they never went there. So it very much feels like when you've read the next book in a series and you know you're gonna have to wait like a year until the next book comes out and you're just like, ah, that's how I'm feeling right now. And in terms of my favorite song, like I really cannot say. I would have to listen to them all again because I enjoyed all of them. And there wasn't any really like one song that was standing out to me, but I feel like almost every, or maybe not even almost, maybe every ATEEZ album that I've heard, the title track is always my favorite, and it's like not close, but I feel like almost all the songs were on par for me. I'm not sure, I'm just gonna have to listen to it again and again and again and again. But if you have a favorite, I would love to know which songs stood out for you, especially after having been able to listen to the album several times. But yeah, this was unexpected in a good way, of some of the cheekiness, some of the campiness. I just hope this all means that they're having fun. That they're having fun with this comeback, and I'm really excited to listen to the album some more. Friends, thank you so much for joining me for this reaction. I can't say I've spent this long recording a reaction for a 6-song album, but I feel like that's just how invested I am in ATEEZ. I really want to dive deep. So again, I hope you enjoyed it and it wasn't too long for you. I can struggle with being succinct sometimes. And please, once again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I also pre-ordered the album, but it's going to come while I'm away on my honeymoon, so I won't be able to unbox it until July. But if you would like to see that unboxing, then let me know. Then I will save it so you can see what my pulls were. But until then, until my next ATEEZ video, I hope that you are doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.